Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday. It is the 5th day of May, also known as Cinco de Mayo today.
Okay.
National Astronaut Day, National Cartoonist Day. I have some friends that are cartoonists. I have to reach out to them. National Hoagie Day. I have friends who like hoagies. I probably
You're
do.
one of them.
National Silence the Shame Day. National Totally Chipotle Day.
Totally what?
Totally Chipotle.
Okay.
National Day of Prayer, which is a good one. World Password Day. So it's a good day to keep track of your passwords. And National Day of Reason. All of those things happening on this Thursday. And it's a Thursday, which means we have a Dear John letter. This week it's from a lady whose daughter lives in an apartment building and somebody bumped into her car and it's turned into quite the deal. You can chime in if you'd like on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And we'll get to that Dear John letter before you know it.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by Mintervention.com. An expert says the absolute maximum amount of time you should go without washing your bed sheets is... How long, Heidi? The maximum amount of time. According to an expert.
A month.
No, a week. 1 week. Certified sleep coach and content manager for the Sleep Foundation, Daniel Noyad, says dirty sheets contribute to allergies, skin breakouts, asthma, and general uncleanliness. Although some people wash them every few days, others every few weeks or months. Some go even longer. They say if you want to avoid your sheets accumulating dirt, dead skin cells, body oil, sweat, and worst of all, dust mites, it's best to stick to at least once a week. Those who sleep with pets should do this even more often.
Also happens to have stock in several laundry detergent companies.
We have a dog who sleeps with us, and I probably have all kinds of problems because of everything we just read. All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by Mintervention.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know Canadian lawmakers have passed an amendment to the criminal code to allow for the prosecution of crimes committed on the moon? Yeah.
What?
Under the subheading of Lunar Gateway, it states a Canadian crew member who, during a space flight, commits an act or omission outside of Canada that, if committed in Canada, would constitute an indictable offense. It's deemed to have committed that act or omission in Canada.
Is this an issue for them?
This would include crimes anywhere en route to a lunar gateway station. Currently, they're in the works to orbit the moon. Foreign astronauts who threaten the life of or security of a Canadian crew member could also be prosecuted. So,
are they having problems with this? I mean, what kind of people are they recruiting to do their moonwalk?
I don't think that it's a problem yet, but they're just saying, hey, let's plan ahead. I mean, for the future.
Wow.
We don't know everything, but now we know this for some reason. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Apple has announced they will be releasing a new documentary about the life and career of Michael J. Fox. Our beautiful bride, Heidi, my bride over here, was going to marry him when she was a kid. How'd that work out? Did you marry him?
I didn't.
No, you married me instead. I'm no Michael J. Fox. but I'm no Michael J. Fox. There's a cool documentary, archival and scripted elements recounts his extraordinary story, the improbable tale of an undersized kid from Canada who rose to heights of stardom in the 1980s. And then a lot of that due to the TV show Family Ties, and then a bunch of movies, Back to the Future and more. So it looks like a fascinating thing. I'm excited to read, and it talks about his Parkinson's. So I'm really excited to see this when it's available for me to see it. Howie Mandel is happy to be out of quarantine after contracting COVID-19, but he says his time in lockdown almost drove him insane.
Oh, I bet.
He was on the TMZ Live talking about this, and they said he's glad to be back to normal, even if he's not normal, according to him. I like Howie Mandel.
I do too.
That is Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. This was sent to me, and I'm really appreciative, by the way. If people out there, if you're listening and you're going, hey, I see something that's kind of funny and I want to send it to John, here, how you do it. Go to the bottom of the page.
How
John,
you do
I did miss some words there. I'm a professional talker. At the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com. All right. Very real and very funny signs. These are all signs that are real signs. In a public washroom, it says toilet out of order. Please use floor below. They mean go to the next floor down, but that's not what it says.
Right.
Laundromat, automatic washing machine. Please remove all of your clothes when the light goes out. They mean from the machine. Department store, bargain basement upstairs. Okay, well, that's not really a bargain basement then. Next one, secondhand shop. We exchange anything, bicycles, washing machines, etc. Why not bring your wife along and get a wonderful bargain? It sounds like you're going to exchange your wife. That's not good. Next one, dry cleaner said, anyone leaving their garments here for more than 30 days will be disposed of. I think they mean the garments, not the people. Next one, health food shop. Closed due to illness. Okay, that's not good at a health food shop.
Yeah.
Safari park. Elephants, please stay in your car.
Oh.
So it sounds like they're telling the elephants. Yeah. Next, at a farm. The farmer allows walkers to cross the field for free, but the bull charges.
Oh, cute.
And the last one on the list here, there was a church that says, whoever stole our AC unit, keep it. It's hot where you're going.
I like that one.
There's one that is not on this list that I saw that I thought was hilarious. It was on the maintenance shop. There was a maintenance shop, and it says, we can fix anything on the door. And then there's a note by the bell that says, knock loudly, the doorbell doesn't work.
I've seen that. That is so funny.
I was like, well, fix your own doorbell if you can fix anything. All right. Thank you for submitting that. That is for our scoop of the day. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, our letter this week from Sad Mama. Let's take a look at the letter. Dear John, my daughter lives in an apartment. Her neighbor recently scratched her car and dented in her door when the wind caught the door and it slammed into her car.
Okay.
It was a simple accident. They didn't call the police because he said he would pay to have it fixed. She got an estimate. She gave it to him, and he said that was way too much. She offered to let him get an estimate from someone else. He's pretty much been avoiding her ever since. I told her she should probably have called the police when it happened. I'm not even sure what they would have done, but at least it would have been on record for something. I wonder if his insurance would have even covered that. She said she's going to just leave him alone. Now, as the one who co-signed for this car that she's still paying for, I think she needs to persist to get this thing fixed. I understand it was an accident, but that is what insurance is for. She's worried that it's going to be even more awkward between her and her neighbor. I reminded her that, hey, your lease is up in a few months. What do you think she should do? Signed, Sad Mama. So I'm going to hand the reins over to my beautiful bride over here, who probably has a perfectly good idea.
I'm just saying it's windy. It's awfully windy.
So,
And the wind's probably going to catch your car door and accidentally hit his car door. And there's not a thing you can do about it. It's really unfortunate.
this was my concern about handing things over to Heidi. She's the whole eye for an eye kind of.
I really am.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you can't fix my door? That's all right. Not a problem. And she'd kick his door in. What a shame.
You can't help what Mother Nature does.
I slipped on this banana peel over here, and I seem to have busted your car up. I just want to go on record to say I think that's a terrible idea. Don't do any of that. None of that. Because now you're just as bad, even worse. His was an accident. Yours would be on purpose. That's even worse.
I said it's windy.
Uh-huh.
It's windy.
Here's the good.
Windy.
Here's the thing I don't know. I don't know if this neighbor came over and told her, hey, this just happened, or if she happened to be outside when it happened. I'm not sure how she knows that he did it, but he admitted that he did it. And he even said, hey, I'm going to pay to get it fixed. She got an estimate. He thought it was too high. Maybe what she could do is go and find another estimate. Just get like 2 other estimates from 2 other places. So that way she can say, hey, here's 3 different estimates. And maybe he's right. Maybe that is too high. And, again, I'm not going to say that people would do this, but if it's a young lady that's going in there and doesn't know what's going on, again, I want to make sure. I'm not accusing anyone of taking advantage of this young lady. Hopefully that's not what happened. But if this young man is going, that's way too much, maybe that did happen. Who knows? So that's why it would be a good idea to get a couple of different estimates. Now, if you happen to be a body shop who gave a young lady an estimate on her door, please understand, I was not accusing you of anything. I'm just saying it's not a bad idea. I think a lot of the time insurance companies even make you get more than one, don't they?
Usually.
So if she gets a couple more estimates, just so that way she can say to him, hey, you know what? Last time we talked, you were saying you thought that seemed too much. You're right. I got 2 more estimates, and this one's actually quite a bit lower. Or she could find out, I got 2 more estimates, and that one's actually the best one of the 3. If you've got a place that you'd like me to take it to, I can take it somewhere else. But I think that's how I would solve it, rather than causing damage to his car, Heidi.
You can't help what Mother Nature does.
I'm going to turn Heidi's microphone off over here. So, but the question that you have on here is she's worried that it's going to make it more awkward. Kind of sounds like it's already awkward. If he's been avoiding her now, and who knows, maybe somebody's work schedule changed. You never know. There could be another reason that he's avoiding her. Maybe it has nothing to do with this. But the first thing I would do...
You are way too trusting.
You know what? I
Way
believe the best in people until they give me reason to prove that I shouldn't have. And then I give them like 6 more chances.
And then I'm the one that has to cause the car damage.
We've never had to cause car damage. Thank goodness. If you would like to chime in with some advice for Sad Mama, I would appreciate that. You can find this post. We posted it the other day at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. And again, my advice would be get a couple more estimates and then go over and see him. And I would make it sound like it was his idea. You know what? I agree. Thank you for giving me the idea of getting a few more estimates. Here we go. This one's probably the best. And just assume that he's going to take care of it like he said he would. Because maybe when he sees... here's 3 estimates, and this one here's the most affordable. Maybe it'll just be taken care of. Maybe not.
Probably not.
Heidi's look on her face that says probably not. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The phrase head over heels was originally heels over head, which actually makes more sense.
It does?
Yeah. Well, heels over head. If you go head over heels, your head is always over your heels.
Oh.
All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The dark side of the moon is actually turquoise.
Okay.
Don't know how we know that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Johnny Cash was attacked and nearly killed by his pet ostrich in 1981. That's not fun.
I didn't know
That's
he had a
kinda scary.
pet ostrich.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Bluebirds cannot see the color blue.
Oh, that's sad.
It is sad.
They don't
Can't
know
even
how
see
pretty they
themselves in the
are.
mirror. How do
Yeah.
they comb their own feathers? All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In a typical year, 14,030 answers are questioned on Jeopardy. So that's how many answers are questioned.
14,030?
in the average year. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The average kid eats 15 pounds of cereal every year. Wow, I could do that in a weekend. Just kidding.
No, you
and
couldn't.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you're a guy, you have a 1 in 3 chance of going bald by the time you're 30. By the age 50, your odds increase to 1 in 2.
Okay.
So there you go. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Here's the question, Heidi. In a poll, nearly 30% of people admitted they do this every day, and they're not ashamed to admit it. What is it? 30% of people do this every day, and they're not ashamed to admit it.
Lie.
No. If they did, they probably wouldn't tell you the truth. The answer is 30% of people admit that they eat candy every day.
Oh,
And
wow.
they're not ashamed to admit
I think
it.
it's more than 30%.
Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A woman was rescued by 2 fire crews after falling headfirst into a vault toilet. She was trying to get her cell phone at a park in Washington State.
Into a vault toilet.
Yeah, it's like an outhouse type thing, a porta potty, but not
okay.
porta potty. It's like one that's there. The woman in her mid-40s using the outhouse at Mount Walker, popular destination for hikers, when the accident occurred. A vault toilet is a waterless, non-flush toilet commonly used at outdoor locations.
Okay.
So named because they store the waste in an airtight vault underground. After dropping her phone, the woman disassembled the seat and the housing of the toilet, then
Oh
used
my
a dog
gosh.
leash to try to fish out her phone. The attempt failed. Then she slid down into the toilet. Fortunately, for 20 minutes, she was stuck in there. Fortunately, they were able
my
to
gosh.
find her using her phone, and she was able to call 911. So she got in there and found her phone and called for help. Ugh.
Gross.
That's pretty yuck. Yeah, pretty yuck. It's weird news. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Signs you're not 18 anymore. I feel like I agree with way too many of these.
For sure.
First one on here. You have a favorite grocery store.
I do.
Well, you know, you're not 18 anymore. Instead of wings, Red Bull gives you heartburn. Signs you're not 18 anymore. You consider ibuprofen the 5th food group. Next, your marijuana actually is medicinal. Another one, you find teenagers freaking annoying. Signs you're not 18 anymore. All of your favorite TV shows are rebooted.
Yeah?
You're happy your plans got canceled.
I'm always thrilled when my
Heidi's
plans
like, wait,
get
what?
canceled.
That's, we don't have to go? We can stay home?
That's amazing.
Signs you're not 18 anymore. You don't recognize half the names on this year's Coachella lineup. Signs you're not 18 anymore. Your friends are having babies on purpose. And the final sign, you're not 18 anymore. When someone calls you after 9 p.m., you think, what's the emergency?
Uh-huh.
All right. These are signs you're not 18 anymore. It's the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Elbert Hubbard is who our quote comes from today. Elbert Hubbard said, "Do not take life too seriously. You'll never get out alive."
I heard that on Van Wilder.
Yeah, and I think they had a different name for that person on Van Wilder. So I wonder if Elbert Hubbard is who wrote that in the script, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But that is your quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. I love this story. Here's a headline. Lottery winner who gave away half of her fortune is, quote, addicted to helping others, end quote. I love this. It's in England. She says she's addicted to helping other people after she won the lottery. 55-year-old Frances Connolly won £115 million in the National Lottery in 2019. She's already given away half of her winnings. She estimates that she's given away about £60 million.
Whoa.
That's British pounds.
That is amazing.
She said, I don't really keep a tally, though. Joking, she said, I don't keep a tally just in case my husband sees it. So that's how it would be in our relationship, by the way, but it would be me keeping it from Heidi.
That is
it's like, wait, what did you just do?
Accurate, yeah.
She said, helping others gives you a buzz and it's addictive. I agree completely. And I don't do it with like big wads of cash because I never have that. But just doing something nice makes you feel good. She says, now I'm addicted to it. The former social worker and teacher set up 2 charitable foundations, one named after her late mother, Kathleen Graham, and the PFC Trust, which supports local young careers, the elderly and refugees in her town. Says she also backs local community groups which help people get jobs. She supports refugees and young careers and young carers. I said careers, but like caregivers, I think is what I would say. She also provides electronic tablets for older people so they can connect with their families and just a whole bunch of other things as you look at this list. And I think it's really, really cool. She says some people spend tons of money on things like, a bottle of champagne for £25,000 or buying a yacht. She's like, I don't want to do any of that. I'd rather help a young person buy a house. When she said she loves giving away money so much, why wouldn't you? She said, I've done that my whole life. She's always liked to help people. So now that she's a millionaire, she can do it way better than she could before.
No, I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, I've got a link to the story.
She's my new best friend.
See, Heidi, you're a taker, not a giver. Don't do that. Don't be a Heidi. Be a John. If you'd like to read that story, I do have a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.